All right. Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to week two of what we call our distance learning thing. And I think all of us are starting to figure out kind of how this stuff works, and we're starting to get worked into a few things related to what our kind of new normal is, at least for now. And whether you like it or not, it's kind of hanging around. So we got to stay with it. So just got a few reminders for you as we begin this week. First of all. This is a short week, so we only have 3 days of school technically. Obviously, if you're on top of stuff, you got 3 days of work, and then you can turn your computer off for the long weekend, the Easter holiday, and just stay away from it for a while. So I give you that. I think that's important. I think you need to do that. Now, the one kind of negative to this is if for some reason you're a little bit behind on stuff, then obviously you could use that time to get caught up. But let's work really hard on keeping that together. The second thing I want to lift up to you is this idea about making sure that you ask questions. Okay, so I've noticed that there is a decent amount of work that's not coming in, and I don't know why. And so my process today is going to be to reach out to a lot of you and try to find out what we can do to help you with that. But the most, a couple things to think about. First of all, I do have an open office hour. It is a Google Meet office hour from 10 to 11. You are welcome to come and hang with me or just ask some questions if you have them. Secondly, don't be afraid to email. Reach out that way, or you could type in Google Classroom, as some of you have as well. So, the most important thing is that if you have questions, you got to ask. And I think sometimes there is that mindset that says, well, if I don't, they're not there, so I don't have to ask. And I want you to really consider reaching out and asking some questions. So that piece is there as well. And then I just want to remind you of a couple of things. The one kind of major one, I think, is just that each class has these connections. I'm going to start with what my first R class would be. So this is the healthcare one that you guys have. Everybody can see these. Here's our ninth grade Phy-Ed schedule. You can kind of see what's going on there. Here's our eighth grade health schedule. So we're in this week right now. Here's our APE schedule. Which you guys are familiar with. And then this is the Intro to Careers in Education course, and you can kind of see that as well. So again, as you kind of process what your role is just spend some time getting on top of things and really focusing in on what you can do to not fall behind and to do quality work. As the sun starts to shine a little bit more, we all know we're going to want to be outside more. And I think that's going to be a super challenge, and we need to make sure that we're on top of stuff and we're dedicating time every day of school to get our work done. So pretty important aspect of what we got going on. The last thing I just want to continue to remind you of is that we are not past this virus at this point at all. And your ability to stay inside is super, super, super important. We have some students that are working on some social media campaigns about staying home Watan, or kindness over COVID, or stay home St. James. And you may see this on your Instagram or my Instagram with different ideas on how you can do that. So we have a STJ Team Up Instagram account. If you want to search us up, we are putting pictures of different things that we're doing there, along with some of our students that are doing that as well. So if there is anything that you can do to add to that, we need that these next couple of weeks we think are really important that you adhere to that. So stay off the basketball courts. Stay away from large group events, and really consider just being at your house. Doesn't mean you can't go outside, doesn't mean you can't go for a walk. Small groups, 1 or 2 people tops, and keep your distance. Okay. I think we're all aware that Whatcom County, I think, has 4 or 5 cases now. We just want to make sure that none of you are getting that as well. So understand that. Do everything you can to put that in front of you with you and your family. come up with some great things you can do with your family, and good things will happen. So again, this is week 2. I appreciate your work to this point. I appreciate your communications. If you have questions, it's our turn now to keep pushing on this and to make sure this isn't something that we're just going to continue all the time. And if we do have to continue the remainder of the year, we need to make sure. Last thing, tonight, Monday, from 9 o'clock to 9:20 and 20 seconds, all of the athletic fields in St. James will be lit, honoring our senior athletes who are, and athletes in general, but our senior athletes who are not able to participate. So if you want to get out, find your athletic place. Remember not to gather, look from afar, and know that we are thinking about you guys as athletes, and thinking about you in how you're doing with your own mindset when it comes to your mental health as well. So tonight, for 20 minutes and 20 seconds, beginning at 9 o'clock, baseball field, softball field, track, football field, tennis courts, all will be lit up tonight, and we'd love to see you at least seeing those things. So go for a walk with your family and check things out as you go. So again, I hope all's well, and I look forward to your work this week. If you have questions, please let me know. Take care, you guys.